good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching this from. Greetings and peace, okay, from an Indonesian villager here, okay, to all of you. I hope you and your family are healthy, safe, and have a meaningful day. So, my name is Denny, okay, and this is Denny the Villager. Okay, my channel's name is Denny the Villager. Okay, I'm not a native English speaker, by the way. Okay, I'm sure you know already. You can notice. I use this platform to practice my English, and connect with people from different cultures and backgrounds. Okay, yeah. So welcome. I hope you don't mind. I'm eating now here. I'm having my dinner here, and this is the villager style. Okay. I think many of you probably only seen me eating dinner now. I've never shown you guys how I eat dinner, right? But well, here it is. Uh, let's see. There's egg, fish, right? Vegetables, rice, and chicken heart somewhere buried beneath. Right. Bismillah. Hey, Shivam, how are you? Can you hear me? How are you doing, Shivam? I hope you don't mind. I'm eating now. We're still gonna talk about money, right? And I'm eating at the same time. Um, there's a reason for this, Ham Xavier, peace be with you. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon you too, brother Hamza. See here, I'm having this egg, fish, cabbage, carrot, chicken heart, and rice. Mukbang. Now we're having mukbang and talk about economics, okay? About economy of the world, and eating at the same time. I think it's appropriate, right? Talking about economy and eating, So, you know what? I'm gonna ask a question here on the. I'm gonna ask a question on the screen. Okay. The question is. Is today's economy fair? Okay, now there you go. Oh, wait, let me lift it up. Yeah, there you go. Is today's economy fair? Yeah, that's the question, guys. You are welcome to share your opinion. Okay. Now, by the way, okay, this is not a financial. I have to give you what's the word? What do you call that? Something in advance. This is not a financial advice channel. Okay. How could you like the man who got 16%? What are you talking about? You have to elaborate that. Okay. Just remember, okay, you are communicating with a villager here. Okay. Shivam, why don't you share your opinion first, Shivam? If you think today's economy is fair, you have to say why. If you think it's not fair, you also have to say why. Okay? Mm. Mm. And Leah, you too. L.A. Wong, I like it. You're not making any sense here. Leah. So right now, let me finish this food, right, this meal, and you guys can share your opinion. Indonesian, yes, I'm Indonesian. This is an Indonesian villager. You know, when we eat like this, actually, we eat like this. Okay. I don't want to show my leg. Come on, guys. It's not a difficult question, right? Hmm. Thank you for the like. Because 16%, how could be you still laughing? Why not? Either 16%, 10%, 20%, 50%. The sun will still go up still rise tomorrow. The flowers will still bloom tomorrow. The universe will not be affected. So why? Why bother? Doesn't matter. How many percent? I still have to pay the bills. Right? I mean, if I reach more than 16%, does it mean that I'm free of bills tomorrow? No. Right? Leo. Leo says, no, it's not fair. It has not been for a while. Leo, there's a lot of layers there beneath Leo's statement. So, Leo, when I agree, by the way, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. So, my question is, if you think it's not fair, is there an alternative system out there? Should you have said the one I like? No, I don't have to say anything. I don't have to say the one I like. Why? But if I got $1 million for saying that, I would say it. Yes. Lawong, I like it. That's the way I like it. Leah, why don't you answer this question? Simple question here. Leah, do you have an opinion? Is today's economy fair? Oh, still Leo. Leo is sharing something important here, guys. Pay attention to Leo here. Okay, Leo, I'm gonna read the sentence for you, okay? This is for people who's watching the recording. Leo says, true communism would be a good system, but most people are selfish and wouldn't share even if everyone benefited long term. True equal pay and equal rights would be ideal. Equal pay and equal rights would be ideal. Okay, so so what you're saying is the other alternative is equal pay and equal rights. Okay. Now, some people argue, right? Equals doesn't always mean fair. Because the question is today's economy fair? Like if you give equal pay, let's say a professor will get equal pay as a security, or an engineer, a computer engineer, or a game developer will get equal pay as the I don't know, maybe a taxi driver. Is it fair? So, oh, by the way, I'm not attacking anybody here, okay, guys? Um, this is just a question. So I guess if the idea is equal pay, that doesn't. Mm, okay. So doctors, scientists, and teachers should be the highest paid, in my opinion. Okay. Not football players and boxers. Oh, okay, okay. All right. So it's not equal pay, and it. I think there's a has to be a fair, right? I think that the idea should be fair, right? The 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 key point is how to make it fair, right? So it doesn't mean everybody has to be equal in terms of payment, from what you said earlier. Okay, um, that's how I take it. Yeah. All right. So again, so what is? Can you maybe briefly explain about the communist? Maybe there's no. It's not a economic communist system. I think it's a socialist system, right? Communism is a political system. I think for economic system, it's probably a socialist system. Hmm? Okay, no coffee. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. Well, how about this, Leo? There's another alternative system out there that exists. It's called the Islamic economic system. Have you heard the Islamic economic system? Oh, not only Leo, but you guys who's watching this. Have you guys heard about the Islamic economic system? No, no, no. No, you never heard it, or no, it's a no for you. Um, the UK is suffering enough from this all. Okay, maybe you can share with us here. How are you guys suffering there from Islamic economic system? What's going on? I think I think Islamic economic system offer a very good alternative. I will explain to you guys if you don't mind later. But let me hear from Leo first, okay? I'm almost done, guys, with the food here. And I will explain to you. But after I finish this meal, and I will try to share with you guys, okay, um, what is Islamic economic system and how does it work, and then why it is another alternative from this modern economic system that we have today. Okay, so you said, Leo, the Islamic economic system doesn't understand, or the people who's trying to bring this idea don't understand the difference between theoretical ideals and practical realities. In a way, right? Idealistically, it's perfect, but they cannot put it into practice. You're right. You cannot put it into practice. Now that I agree. You cannot put Islamic economy into practice if we still using today's monetary system. So the Islamic economic system, okay, is a holistic system that would include the monetary policy and the financial policy as well, you know. But let me finish my meal, and I will explain to you guys if you're patient enough. Okay, how about this? While I'm still chewing, okay, my food. Okay, if you don't mind, Leo, I will read your sentences. Okay, maybe you can share with us, right, what like what is the Islamic economic system that's presented to you? You know, how does it look like? This fish tastes nice, eh, by the way. see, I forgot to change the setting here. I think the Islamic economic system would cripple the world's economy altogether. In 100 years of this happening, every country could look like Afghanistan. But it would be okay because you get free coffee on the side of the road. What kind of system that was presented to you, Leo? I think that doesn't sound like the Islamic economy system. I don't know what system is that. What was the system that was presented to you? Now I'm curious. Okay, let's see. Theories originally envisioned an economic system based on profit and loss sharing. Okay. Okay. Now, profit and loss sharing, that sounds like a Islamic concept. Yeah. And then in practice, however, Islamic banking and finance often just mechanically substitute interest riba with conventional financial product like muraba. Yes, I agree with that, Leo. Yes, you're right. Absolutely right. That's correct. That is correct. That's why. I'm asking about today's economy. Um, because right now we don't have another. Not we don't have. This is why I'm asking another alternative. Okay. Assalamualaikum, how are you, brother? Waalaikumsalam, Ronnie. Welcome. Thank you for coming here, Ronnie. Today we have a different topic here, and I have to speak softly because my wife is teaching online, okay, in the other room. So yeah. The problem would be first world countries would slowly decline. Okay, Ronnie, I think all right. I think I owe you an explanation about the Islam economy, or economy in Islam, something like that. Okay, let me finish this one. Okay. There's certain things that you're correct, but it's not full, and so because it's not full, right? So the conclusion is incorrect, So yeah. So Ronnie, we're talking about today. We are discussing about today's economy. Do you feel like is today's economy fair to you? If it's not fair, what is the other alternative? And remember, guys, okay, we are not. This is not a financial advice channel. Okay, this is not a financial advice channel, and this is not to what's the word, to attack government. This is not to attack banking system. Okay, this is not the purpose of the live stream. Okay, the purpose of this live stream is to see is there another alternative from the economic system that we have today. That's all. We're just looking at the other alternative. What is the other alternative? That's it. Okay. I'm almost done with the fish, and now. So Ronnie says him to be happy to be a slave of petrodollar monetary system and being controlled by Russia. Well, Ronnie, just hang on there, okay? That would be too much for some people, you know. Just let's just narrow the topic to how what does the alternative look like? You know? Okay, the world is moving towards CBDC, okay, and a new financial structure, and the dollar collapse is imminent. And unicorn diva, we need to come out of fiat currency first. There you go, unicorn. We are transitioning to CBDC. Okay, Ronnie, maybe you can explain to us, okay? Because not everybody is aware of this term, CBDC. Maybe you can briefly just explain to everybody, or to me, a villager, what is CBDC? Central bank digital currency. Okay, okay, got it. So Anudanu should use CAC first before CDBC. Now, what is CAC now? Come on, guys. This is not everybody is aware of this term. Okay. Um, some of us might only finish elementary school. So you have to deliver the concept in a way, right, that a grade 5 would understand. Where I live, I'm surrounded by villages. So I have to constantly explain to my fellow villagers. Okay. Digital currency, right, is another way to exercise control over people. Um, in a way, right? But that's not. Some people might argue that's not the purpose of digital currency, merely to control people. But my question is digital currency also a form of fiat money? Because digital currency doesn't have intrinsic value, same as the paper money. Okay. Okay. Ronnie said virtual currency of each currency connected to a central bank. Yes. Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. It has to be connected to a central bank. Yes. There need to be complete financial reset that won't happen until the current lot of oligarchs and their bring back gold standard. All right, there you go. Now we're talking. So So we are not trying to attack any institutions here, okay, guys? So so what Unicorn is saying, the gold back standard is the other alternative. Is that what you're trying to say? So this is why we're having this, we're just looking at the other alternative. Okay, we are not trying to attack any government, any banks, just just uh, just looking at the alternative from what we have today. Okay. Is this why the price of gold has skyrocketed? If the price of gold, right, has skyrocketed, against what? Against what? Against what money? Against skyrocketed against what? This is somebody asked me this question once. You're right. I mean, the price of gold has gone up, right? But against what? Alhamdulillah. Okay, I'm gonna read your comment, okay, Unicorn, just for the for people who's watching the recording of this video. So I get where you're coming from. The fact that paper money in the current situation has no real value except what we assign to it. Is that it's like an agreement amongst people without their consent. No, it's okay. You can. I appreciate your long comment, okay, Unicorn, because I'm reading your guys' comment, and people will understand the context better, when you give long comments. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. So now the question is, do we all agree, right, that today's economic system is not fair? So when I'm talking about system, right, it's not only money, because the money itself is a small fraction of the whole system, right? Like interest, debt, So so my question again, is there another alternative of system out there? Porto, welcome back, Porto. Today's economy is trash. Welcome back, Porto. How was your day? I hope you guys had a wonderful day, huh? Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. You guys can type in the chat room. I'm listening to the azan here. Okay. Go ahead, guys. I'll continue. Let's see. Okay. So Unicorn said there is an alternative out there. Okay, there are enough think tanks who have designed better systems. Okay, we assume that, but I think it's a fair assumption. Okay, but the elites won't allow it to be enforced. Okay, that um, I cannot say I disagree with that, but let's play safe here. Let's play safe. Let's say. So ultimately, it depends on the people in charge. Okay, okay. It's in their hands. The technology for new and better economies obviously exists. Okay, but it may not benefit the elites. Okay. But let's frame it in a way that it doesn't come across that we are attacking, any groups in any organizations, or banking or government. Capitalism is doomed to fail. All right, Immortal. So yeah, we are trying to explore the alternative here. Okay, Immortal. Let's see. Oh, by the way, welcome back, Immortal. The elites only benefit if they have control over 80% of the wealth. People living in poverty or middle class is how they control the workforce, and it benefits them. I see. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that I disagree with that, okay? But I'm trying to frame it, how to frame it in a way that is safe for me to discuss with the fellow villagers. Okay, let's see. Perpetual growth is a myth. Everything is a myth for you, Immortal. Yeah. Okay. What is the alternative, Immortal? Okay. Do you have do you see other alternatives? From today's economy system. Oh, okay. I propose. Okay, sorry. I spoke too soon. Immortal proposed a resource-based economy. Okay, maybe you can explain to us here. What is a resource-based economy? Okay, thank you, Unicorn. Yeah. Guys, like I said earlier, right? I will share with you the alternative system, okay, that I feel like is the it's available out there, okay. Have you guys heard about the Islamic economic system? I know it sounds Stands what? Yes, bring back dirham and dinar, which was before, like Quran says. Yes, yes, Ronnie. But we are, I hear you, and in many ways, I agree with you. But we are talking with people with, from different background. So let's what's the word? Let's start from a different angle, okay? Hi, hamster noob, welcome, hamster. Hamster, what do you think about today's economy system? Do you think today's economic system is fair? Unicorn, you learn a lot about Islamic banking. I'm impressed. You surprise me. I have to be, I have to be honest. It's based on Sharia. It's based on no, Sharia means law basically. So it doesn't make sense if we say based on Sharia, because it's law. So all economic system is based on law. Right? So maybe the correct term, right, is based on fairness, just and fairness. You know. Okay, not a lot, just a little bit during college. Okay, so basically here, guys, okay, hear me out, guys, okay? This is another alternative, okay? Again, I'm not attacking any banks or government, okay? This is just sharing, alternative system here. So in the Islamic economic system, okay, like Unicorn said, they don't have interest. Okay, very good. Riba, there's no usury, okay. um, so I'm gonna break it down to people who doesn't have economic background here, okay. So for example, let's say I'm the bank, okay, in the Islamic system, okay, I'm the bank, okay, let's pretend that I'm the bank, okay. And then maybe Ronnie, okay, Ronnie wants to start a business, okay. So Ronnie borrowed money from the bank, which is me. Let's say 100, either $100, 100, whatever it is, 100, okay. Now, in today's economic system, right, I will borrow Ronnie 100, but Ronnie must return, with interest, like 150, for example, okay. Either Ronnie make it or Ronnie doesn't make it in his business, he still has to return 150. Okay, this is today's economic system. Okay, so either Ronnie's business collapsed or Ronnie's business flourish. Okay, I still want my money back with interest. Okay, that's today's economic system. Now, in Islamic economic system, okay, this is system B. Let's call it system B. Okay, for those of you who's not familiar, let's just call it system B. Okay, in system B, Ronnie borrow money from me, 100. Okay, now if I borrow Ronnie 100, right? We are working together, so it means that if Ronnie, like what Unicorn said, profit sharing, okay, if Ronnie's business flourish, then we share the profit based on the agreement, of course, in advance. However, if Ronnie's business, right, for some reason, didn't make it, he went bankrupt, we share the loss. So we share profit and we share loss. That's the Islamic economic system. Okay, so that's another alternative. Now, so the question is, do we have a country that runs Islamic economic system? No, we don't have. We don't have, because that economy system can only run if the money is backed by, like what Unicorn said earlier, if the money has intrinsic value, Unicorn was saying that gold and silver, right? And Ronnie also said about dinar and dirham. So that Islamic economic system can only work if the money is backed by something real. Otherwise, it doesn't. It's not gonna work. Yes, Unicorn, gold standard, silver standard, whatever it is, but the money has to be backed by a real commodity, a real thing. Immortal, you just Immortal, you're just throwing words here. Immortal, you're just throwing words here. Immortal, calm down. Since yesterday you like to throw words. I'm sorry. So yeah. So there you go. Yes. Let me see. Immortal monetary based economics no longer works. Unicorn. So that should be the foundation. Yes, Unicorn. The foundation of Islamic economy should be money that is based on real thing. Okay. So I'm not saying I'm not attacking today's economy system. Okay. I'm not attacking that. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, like I said many times earlier, there is another alternative, besides the modern economic system that we have today. Yeah. So I think Unicorn agree with me here. I'm impressed, Unicorn. You are very educated in about this topic here, and I see Ronnie knows a lot as well. Right. Yeah. So in the Islamic economic system, okay, therefore, because no interest is allowed, right? No usury is allowed, right? Therefore, if you want to buy, for example, right, a car, let's say the car costs 100, if you buy it cash, if you purchase the car cash, it costs 100. But in today's economic system, right, if you want to pay it over in 1 year or 2 years, right, you will end up paying that car 150, right? But in the Islamic economic system, either you pay cash or you pay it over time, 1 or 2 years, you still pay 100. Okay, so no, honestly, okay, to be honest, if somebody asks you a question, which economic system you prefer, system A or system B, right. And I think this is why we need to have more of this conversation, amongst us peasants, so people are aware. Okay, I'm gonna read you guys comment here quickly. What is it? The ultimately the question is, who is going to implement it? Okay, yeah, only those who have the interests of the people at heart will implement such things. Maybe if AI made decision for us, things would improve. Immortal is like hoping for AI to make decision for us is like hoping calculators to make decision for us. It's very good. Calculator can count a lot of numbers very quickly, but eventually it's us who's giving the input. Economics is about The concept and technology plus people, and even the people need to evolve. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing, Um, what I was going to say. Hey, you know what? Interestingly, right? Somebody said, what did unicorn, right? Only you said only those who have interests of the people at heart will implement such thing. Actually, you know what? There was one leader who was going to implement that system. You know that? Do you know who? There was actually one leader of a country in the 21st century. I think he was going to implement that system. Where the money is backed by gold. You never heard it? Okay, I'm sure you guys know his name. His name is Muammar Gaddafi. I'm serious, by the way. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. His name is Muammar Gaddafi. He actually proposed that system. Interestingly, 2 weeks before the coup d'etat. Yes, way. Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi, right? Because he had, his country, right, had acquired so much gold, right? See, he had that confidence. So what he proposed this system, okay, and he asked the countries in Africa, in African Union. This organization in Africa is called African Union. So he proposed the system, to create a new currency that that is backed by gold. Mm-hmm. I thought the Omani guy. No, no, no. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. Africa is resource rich. Yes. So that's why I think if I may see it from his perspective, right? um, they have all the resources, to implement that kind of system. They don't only have gold; they have other things, diamonds, silver, oil. Uh, so they can use other commodities besides gold. Yeah, I agree with you. Africa is resource rich. What do you think, Immortal? Immortal is just Immortal. You're listening just to debate. Calm down, Immortal. Oh, by the way, right? Yesterday, Immortal, are you there? Immortal was here with the others. We were talking about God. About God. Immortal was very passionate about this issue. About there is no God. But any case, we don't talk about it now. Okay, just we stick to the topic here. Economy. Ay. So hey, this is interesting part. But even though I said that this is Islamic economic system, right? Um, Interestingly, I think using gold and silver, right, is also in line, right? If you're Christians, guys, if you're Christians out there, if it's also in line with the Bible. because in the Bible, money is gold and silver. In Islamic scriptures, okay, money also seen as gold and silver, and in Jewish tradition as well, money again seen as gold and silver. In the Hindus and Buddha's old kingdoms, they use money, gold and silver as money. Um, in Chinese Buddhism and Taoism, right, and the old kingdom, they use gold and silver as money as well. So money actually had always been gold and silver for many thousands of years. It's only like the last 100 years actually that we don't use gold and silver anymore. India has a huge gold reserve. Right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, unicorn. I have no information about that, but I believe I that would make sense. Yeah, it's a big country, right? I can for now I will accept that. So anybody from India, raise your hand. Maybe you guys can confirm this. Oh, you're from India. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So China has huge gold. Okay. South India, big difference. What do you mean, South India, big difference? I don't understand. I thought India is India. I mean, I know India has a lot of tribes, different cultures, okay, similar to Indonesia. Yeah. So, yeah. So what is? By the way, what is this with South and North India? I don't understand. It's too diverse, to be honest. It's complex here, not what's shown in the media or on TikTok. Okay. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you because I'm coming from Indonesia, right? We have what's the word? I think more than it's almost 300 different languages. What 400 different tribes maybe with different languages, different food, different way of doing things. So yeah, I understand what you mean. Okay, it might be difficult for people, coming from a Western country where they have only, or not only Western countries, but people coming from a more homogeneous society. Your mindset and everything are different. Okay, yeah, I believe you. Your food, your language, even the way we look is different. Yes, unicorn. I met different Indians at work, at work, and then yes, you're right. Tomorrow is my ST test. Give me luck. Okay, good luck. OPSFE. Okay. Wish you good luck, and don't forget to study hard. Then if you study and if you've been studying, then you may pass the test, okay, successfully. But if you didn't study, then you really need that luck. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, yes, but I still wish you good luck. Okay. Yep. Ay, 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 ay. As the Koreans say, fighting. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, OPSI. Okay, you OPS. You study hard. Okay, good, good. Then may you pass the test with flying colors. Okay, God willing. Okay, it's good. We work hard. Are you from Korea? No, I'm not from Korea. I'm from Indonesia. Are you from Korea, OPS? Yeah, what is an SST test? Oh, you're also from India. There you go. So unicorn, you have your fellow countrymen. Oh, social studies. Okay. Okay, social studies. Just social studies who things that is good in society. Like helping other people, give charity. Helping grandmother crossing the road. That's social studies. Be polite to people. Just wing it. Ay, nobody does that these days. Really? Oh no. No one is crossing, no, helping a grandma crossing the road anymore. Wow. Ay. Yeah, the TikTok, right? TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Yes, today's generation. What would we be without TikTok? To be or not to be? Um, it's amazing, what they show on TikTok. Um, Videos that went viral. It's just people doing this, and it's 1 million views. Wow, that's insane. Hey, Luke, welcome back, Luke. It's good to see you again. Good, good, good. How are you doing, Luke? How's your day? TikTok is banned in India, but we still have Instagram. Okay. Yeah, that's what I heard. Why is it banned in India? Okay, good. Look, yes, it's good to hear that. Look, Luke, where are you watching this live stream from, Luke? Which country, I mean? Because of China. Oh no. Blame it on China again. What happened? What did they do this time? What did the Chinese do this time? Tell me. Share. Share with us. Sunderland, a city in North East England, my hometown. Oh, okay. You mean Luke's hometown? Okay. Sunderland. Okay. Now, as a villager in Indonesia, this is a question that comes across. How far is it from London? I only know London in UK, in England. This is what happens if you're talking to a villager in Indonesia. Where are you from England? Okay, how far is it from London? That's the only city that we know. And Manchester, because Manchester United, that's it. So uneducated. No, I don't know what the government said. I didn't think much of it. Okay. Okay, so London is like a different world to your town. I see the north has less money. Okay, so so are you okay, let me see. South or north? Let me scroll up again. Let me be Oh, northeast. Okay, you're northeast. Okay. Oh, people are more friendly here. Oh, I see. Look. Okay. Well, that's nice to hear that. Why is it always, not always, but most of the time, that people who are friendly, coming from a community that is, not considered wealthy, in terms of modern standard. I wonder why is that. Okay, let me read your sentences, guys. Okay, Unicorn said, "You guess China is your neighbor, and they are trying to invade some border states. Also, Dalai Lama is in India as a refugee." Okay. I see. Some political stuff, not sure. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I wouldn't say that economy right now isn't fair. Okay, guy. But I would say that you should keep smiling. You're handsome that way. Don't. So guy said, don't pay attention to economy. Just smile. Smile, guys. Don't pay attention to that stuff. Economy. What is that nonsense? Just smile, guys. But thank you, guy. Okay, for I take that as a compliment. Okay, thank you. I'm not laughing at you. Okay, I'm laughing at the I'm laughing at at me. My situation. I think big cities people are always busy. No one has time. Yes. Look, I agree. So typically big city people are busy. No one has time to be friendly. No good poverty means people come together. Maybe. Oh yeah. Like I said in my previous live stream, in the city, right? People are demanded to be fast, and in result, their heartbeat is not in harmony anymore with the nature. So therefore, they develop stress, anxiety, depression, But people in the village, like me, like I'm a villager, we don't live in such tempo, high tempo. So therefore, our heartbeat, has always been, or at least we try to synchronize or harmonize our heartbeat with the nature, and therefore it's less stressful. Yeah, unicorn lives in a big city and it's hectic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lucky you. It shows on your skin you have grace. Oh, thank you, unicorn. Yes, I take that as a compliment. It's just Bangalore. Have you heard of it? Yeah, I think I heard Bangalore. Yeah, I heard Bangalore. But I don't know exactly where it is, but I heard that name. Yeah, okay. Luke watched a documentary on Sultan of Brunei. Yeah, I agree with you, Luke. Sultan of Brunei is rich. Rich. And the good part, right? He doesn't have a lot of people, to run. I mean, not to run, but to govern. Sorry, to run, to govern. So with all that money, he's just yeah, yeah, like that. And there are no skyscrapers there, in Brunei. How is it doing, Sultan of Brunei? I don't know, Unicorn. I'm not from Brunei, but from what I watch from yeah, YouTube, right? People are just chilling there. They don't go out at night. When it comes to the evening, everybody stays home. Simple. Okay, to be fair, Brunei is supposed to be clean and safe, but very strict in religion. Yes, look, yes, yes, very strict in I mean, strict in law. Yeah, in terms of law, I would probably say law, right? Because if it comes to strictness, Brunei is not the only country that is strict. Uh, Many countries, Singapore is strict. Singapore is very strict. If you spat on the road, on public place, they'll whack you with the cane. And now in Singapore they pass a law, right, that will allow students to be caned at school. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it's not about the religion. It's just they choose to be strict with their law, right? You agree with me, right, Luke? Best thing is to go to some tax haven island and retire. Ah, unicorn. I'm planning to retire here in my home country, Indonesia. It's nice here to retire, especially if you have a lot of money. It's nice here. I mean, in Indonesia, right? When it comes to law, right? You can actually, if you want to have a business, you just sell things. You just want to, if you want to sell, like you don't need a lot of license. Just sell it. If you want to sell something, if it's small, yeah, if it's small, you want to test the market or something like that. You don't need the complicated license. Just sell it in front of your house or online. What else? Yeah, and there's a lot of beautiful beaches in Indonesia, greeneries, yeah, we got a lot of beautiful things, and warm throughout the year. Oh, nice. All right, Unicorn said, did you know Singapore is an Indian word? Oh, originated from the word Singapura. Singa means lion, okay, and Pura means town. Fun fact or boring fact? You know, oh, well, this is interesting. Singapura, yes, in Indonesia we call Singapore Singapura, yeah, because in Indonesia, historically we use a lot of Sanskrit. Okay, yeah, the cane is still used in Singapore old school Asian discipline. It used to be like that in my parents' time in England. Okay, look. Yep. Yeah, look, but it used to be like that until Gog and Magog infiltrated the education system, and then the education system changed. I'm sorry. That sounds like a wild hypothesis. I saw the Indonesian boat race kid. Oh, you're a fan. Oh, right, right, right. Yes, it's from Sumatra. I like seeing the second name. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why they prosper. Well, Singapore is prosper because they invested a lot in what's the word, port. In a very strategic location. It's in Malacca Strait, and they built not only ports but infrastructures that support transnational shipment, like dockings, everything. So yeah, they get a lot of money from that, and they use that money, you know and they're not big. They have a small population. Yes, that's the vision of Lee Kuan Yew. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's why they prosper, because of their strategic location in Malacca Strait, and they use that to their advantage. Investing heavily on infrastructure that support shipment, and they build facilities that make transnational shipment transited there in Singapore, and they pay a lot of money. Those international ships. It's like, so they got trillions and trillions of US dollars. Indonesia is pretty multi-ethnic. Does everyone speak standard Bahasa Indonesia? Yes, yes. Look, I'm impressed. Look, you are aware of Bahasa Indonesia. You are educated. It's always fascinating, for Indonesian villagers like me, to see, like foreigners aware of, certain things about Indonesia, because we always think that nobody knows us. What, Indonesia? Wow, impressive. I thought no one knows us. I thought we just a world of our own. That's why if you met an Indonesian villager, just to share that Indonesia, in the way Indonesia is, like, wow, it would be surprising. So what do you do, Danny, if I may ask? I'm curious because you're very knowledgeable. Oh, yeah, I'm a primary school teacher, unicorn. I teach elementary school kids. Hey, Shivam, you still streaming? I'm just going to sleep, and your stream pop up. Yeah, Shivam, come, don't sleep, Shivam. Just join me here. Just have this conversation here till tomorrow morning, and then go to work. Hello, Nick. Welcome. Okay, explain the clown presence. Thank you. Yeah, unicorn. What about you, unicorn? Like, if you don't mind sharing with all of us here, some strangers here, share with us. Share with all this in front of these strangers. What do you do for work? And Shivam, you too. Hey, no, Shivam already. Yeah, Shivam only told me that he's a student, but he said he went to work. So I don't know. Okay, so you work in a marketing and software company. Pretty boring. What do you mean boring? It's cool. Marketing in a software company. I like sales and marketing. I like wheeling and dealing. It's fun. And you know why? The what I like about marketing, right? The marketing staff, they always have this possibility of earning more than the other staff. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay, unicorn. If you could make a deal, strike a deal, then you get bonus, right? That's what other people don't have, in your company. Is the sales bonus money. Okay, do you have to do military service in Indonesia or is it optional? Yeah, for now it's optional, but the government is thinking of implementing like a yeah, a military service. Yes. What about in England? Look. Okay, Shivam, in his area, the weather is very harsh. The light has come and will stop. Sorry, see you tomorrow. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, Shivam. Okay, thank you for stopping by and say hello to us. Okay, appreciate that. I don't work, but I learn languages to keep my brain alive. Wow, look, you are actually correct there. The I read somewhere, many years ago, like if you learn when you learn a new language, there's a certain part of your brain that is activated, and that's why people who speak more than one language, they process problem differently, from people who only speak one language, because there are many parts of them, they're more active, so they process problem, differently from people who only speak one language. That's what I read. Oh, unicorn, that's sales. Okay, I see. We hand over leads to the sales guys. Oh, okay. I see, unicorn. The government is thinking about it. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Because of what's going on, right? In Russia, right? Look, they recommend that for Alzheimer prevention. Oh, really, unicorn? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. English fluently and little bit Hebrew, Arabic, and Ukrainian. Okay, okay. So I guess Hebrew and wait, let me see. Hebrew and Arabic. Okay, they are Semitic language. So I guess there's some word that probably is similar, right? I assume because they're both like from they coming from the same family root, something like that. And Ukrainian, okay. So Ukrainian, I'm assuming is different from Russian language. Yes, look. Okay, they have core words. They share body parts and family members, mainly things close to them. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. So unicorn speaks four languages, but it's a necessity there. Okay, okay. In India, it's necessary to have speak different language. Yeah, okay. Yes, it's closer to Polish. Okay. Hmm. I see. I see. The okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? So Polish, Ukrainian, Russian is considered a Slavic language. Is it correct? Slavic language, and therefore it's like they similar to. I mean, the similarity is like Hebrew and Arabic, maybe. I don't know. Okay, unicorn speaks English, Kannada, and Tamil, both South Indian language, and Hindi, and gonna start French soon. Okay, that's a lot. Yeah, Slavic language, correct? Okay, like Malay and Indonesian, or English and German. Okay, yes, yes, look, yes, yes, that's right. Look, I am honestly, I'm impressed. You are aware of similarities between Malay and Indonesian language. Um, Tamil is spoken in Singapore and Malaysia too. Yes, yes, Tamil, yes, yes. The Indian communities, I think they speak Tamil, right, in Malaysia. Okay, look, yeah, Tamil is the oldest language in the world. Really? Is Tamil the oldest language in the world? Unicorn? I didn't know that. If Immortal is here, right, and he would disagree with you, because Immortal would likes to disagree with anything that we say. I disagree. He just come here just to debate. He likes to debate. Immortal, are you there? No, he's not here. When he comes back, he will just debate. I disagree with you. And then he will start throwing random words. Oh, okay, okay. So Tamil is the oldest language. Okay. Oh, okay. So the oldest still spoken. Okay, okay. I see. The oldest. That makes sense. That makes sense. The oldest and still spoken. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. Yes. Okay. That makes total. Yes. Yeah. That. Okay. No, I'm not gonna Google it. I trust you. You know, I trust unicorn. You know, if somebody asks me, yeah, unicorn says so. Yes, Danny, how do you know about this? Did you check it? Unicorn says so. If unicorn has spoken. When unicorn says so, then it means it's the truth. Yeah. No, I'm just joking. Okay, Hebrew is around 3,000 years. Whoa, okay, 5,000 is okay. Sanskrit isn't in use except in religious ceremonies. Okay, okay, yes, yes. It's not a spoken language, it's like Latin. Okay. You better do your research, yes. Yes, yes. The what's the word? Let me drink some water here. So Hebrew was a dead language like Latin, but it was brought back to life as a spoken language. Okay, okay, I see. Yes, yes. uh, Now it's spoken in the Middle East, I think. Right? What do you speak, Danny? I speak Indonesian language, Bahasa Indonesia. Yeah, that's my second language actually. My first language is my tribe's language in Indonesia, Sundanese. Yeah, it's a West Java tribe, and then the national language, Bahasa Indonesia, is my second language, uh, and then basically English is my third, fourth language. Sanskrit is the real indigenous language of India. Hindi is a mix of Urdu, Sanskrit, and Persian. Okay, it's not pure. Oh, okay, okay. In Indonesia, right? Our national motto is also still using Sanskrit because before Islam came to Indonesia, uh, there's a lot of influence of Hindu and Buddhas and also the local of beliefs, and that's why our national motto is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Okay, that's a Sanskrit, from Sanskrit. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. It means unity in diversity. Um, I see. Are the tribal language dying or surviving? Your English is very good, by the way. Oh, thank you, Luke. I take that as a compliment. Yes, your English is very good. Thank you, Unicorn. I try. This is why I use platform like YouTube here to practice my English. So when I go to an English class, And then they practice like, what is your favorite color, how tall are you? Okay, I said, okay, I think I already know that one, maybe I should improve myself now. So I start opening up this I started this YouTube channel, right? And just talking to myself like a madman. But luckily you guys are here. You keep me company, thank you guys. So I don't look like a madman. You saved me. It's a life savior. uh, we have minority languages in Britain. Okay, they are doing well. Oh, okay. You love Sanskrit, it's so powerful, and you actually feel different after speaking it. You feel calm. Okay. Look, Britain is quite multicultural, isn't it? Okay, you seem like a seasoned intellectual, someone would in book club. Thank you. um, I started my book club, not a book club, actually a reading, more like a reading session, on social media, like on TikTok, where I invite TikTok to read the story that I make. So I make like an English short English story, based on the folklore like Cinderella, Pinocchio, but instead of the taking the original one, right? So I use my own version, like for example, Red Riding Hood, Red Riding Hood's father, didn't come home because he keeps drinking. He has a drinking problem. He's an alcoholic. So she's got a lot of problems in the house, something like that. And then she met a big bad wolf, or or maybe Cinderella. So I made a short story about Cinderella. Cinderella was saved by a prince. So a prince took Cinderella, you know, away from the house, Cinderella's house. Okay, and then but Cinderella got bored in the castle. She didn't like the life in the castle. She got bored, because the servants are there, constantly serving her. She wanted to work. She missed the old days, where she had to. So in the story, that Cinderella had to do all things, all chores in the house, like mop the floor, fix the roof, clean the windows, wash the washing, change the car tires, uh, what's the word? Yeah. And then so she ran away. She left the prince in the castle. She stole a motorbike from the market. And then she met the big bad wolf. In the faraway kingdom. And then Cinderella said, I want to work harder than a horse." So, and then the big bad wolf gave her a job as a school teacher. Something like that. so, so that made people shocked, on TikTok. So what? So where did you get this story from? Who wrote this story? And I said, I don't know. I said, but whoever wrote this story must be a genius. I said. Yeah, so I wrote that story for English learners, because a lot of English learners want to practice their reading skills, So, yeah. And then I post that the recording of that into my other YouTube channel. Yeah, not this one. Okay, Luke says old fairy tales are usually brutal. They have to make them less violent. Yeah, yeah. Look, maybe yes, maybe because I really don't know the original version of those fairy tales like Pinocchio, Cinderella. I really don't know the original version. So, but I just modify the Disney version. Let's call it the Disney version. And that's how the version that the villagers like me get exposed to. So can you give me an example like what how now I'm curious now, like how violent is that story? The Pied Piper who steals the children. Yeah, I haven't read the whole story, but I only heard about Pied Piper. Yeah. So what's the original story? I keep staring at the cell phone screen. Just give me 1 minute here. I need to use this. Have to because it's not good for my eyes. Just keep staring at the screen like this. Nursery rhymes like ring a roses. Oh, I know that rhyme. It's about Great Plague. Wow. And Jack and Jill is about some political issue. Jack and Jill go up the hill, right? So an old story apparently the town it comes from many people were stolen or convinced to fight in the Crusades, and the people were never seen again. It was traumatic for the town. Wow. He comes to read the place of mice and something later. It takes the children some revenge. Wow, that's pretty dark. But I think those rhymes, probably like if you can compare it to today's age, is like what article on newspaper article maybe if you can. Is it fair to compare it to our newspaper article today? Because people back then probably didn't read or write. They just spread the message through songs, I guess. Verbal, oral message. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's wrapped up in half real folklore. Maybe Pied Piper in his Epstein files. Yeah, he's famous. Epstein. I've never heard his name before until the news. Um, yeah, there's like the Epstein files. He is dead, but his name will live on forever, like some kind of ghost. Ay, hey, you know what? Some people believe that he is not dead. He's probably hidden. There's always some, I don't know. That I don't, that cannot be proven. I guess, I guess people can say anything they like, right? On the internet without have to prove anything. And they probably spreading this, like, oh, he's not dead. They, you know, make him like go through a plastic surgery or something like that. Mm. But with him, rumors never stop. Yeah, yeah. I guess because it's like Jack the Ripper. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So many people say he's alive. Yes, unicorn. Especially on social media. But the thing is, people who say it is people who says that he's alive, they always said, okay, somebody said he's still alive, or they say rumor says. So everybody says rumor says. So they didn't. Yeah. Yeah, never know. Maybe texting us on this live stream. You're right. Or maybe he was what's the word? I don't know. I lost words. I was going to make up words, but I'm lost. I'm lost. Um, but I feel like Epstein what's the word? Is a small fraction inside of a system. So yes, maybe he's gone, but the question is the system gone? You know, because he was not alone. He's not alone, right? He's not he's not alone. There you go. The system remains. Thank you, Luke. Yes, the system remains. So if okay, a member of my beloved royal family was his friend, deeply shameful for English people. Okay, Prince Andrew. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't. It's not only Prince Andrew, but the other, monarchies also. I think. I mean, that I think I heard. Sorry, was also in is part of the circle. So yeah, like what Luke said, most probably the system remains because he was just he was only one guy in the system. Yeah, so unicorn, all this might still be going on in the background. Now that is the most disturbing. Yes, if it's yeah, that's a disturbing thing, right? I mean, if you think about it, that's pretty disturbing. Because Epstein doesn't operate. I mean, he didn't operate alone, so he is using a system. Hmm. Yep, and nobody's actually asking this question, right? Unicorn, Luke. Nobody talks about this, right? They just say Epstein's dead, and that's it. Wow, that sounds really bad. It was global: India, Europe, Africa, America, Mexico. Yeah, 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 global. There you go. Do you think collective consciousness matters? The masses getting to know what's going on, even if it's not the entire truth? This is a important point here, unicorn. In a simple term, right? In a villager's term, is it important that the peasants know? Peasants like me. Can the system work if can the system control the population when the population become aware, and right? If yeah, so to make the population aware, there has to be discussion among the population itself, themselves, right? Am I wrong? So, in order for the villagers not to be taken for granted, the villagers must be educated and aware first of what's going on. Because the city people like to come to the village and then, use or take advantage of the innocence of the villagers. I think it's, yeah. So it is important for the villagers to chat in the coffee shop, by the rice field, about things that matter. You're right. There you go. You don't see people, discussing this much. Same as the one that we discussed earlier about the alternative monetary system. People don't really talk about it, right? And then because people don't really talk about it, so let's let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. That's a song. Yep, yep. So yeah, just I think we should take that approach, because many people don't discuss about this. Right? Let's discuss about this. Who knows? Maybe we can be the pioneer or something. He had connections globally also, so the whole world has to think about their leaders' actions. Yes, look, that's right. I agree. Epstein and friends. But I guess this is also why that the media don't really dig deeper onto the connection of Epstein. Half the famous people are in the files, even our leader. Oh, okay, yeah. Those that shall not be named. Yes. Um, it's just it's so big, when we think about that name, is I cannot comprehend, the magnitude, of the size of his network, it's just beyond common villagers' comprehension. You know. Do, 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 do. Power always attracts the worst people. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe power reveals your true self. maybe, maybe he's just a bad person from the beginning. Uh, yeah, we have our own issues to deal with. Yes, yes, yes. Ay, 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 ay. Ay. Birds of a feather flock together concept. Yep. Yeah. Like our managers and LinkedIn and bills, back pain, credit card bills, mortgage. People say, what's the word? If you want your employees, right, to behave, make sure they have mortgage. They will behave at work. If they don't have mortgage, they will give you attitude. Because they're free men. So if you're a manager, right, hire somebody with a mortgage. Then they will behave. That goes back to the modern economy system, yeah. That bring us back to the modern economy system. Ay, ay, ay. So, unicorn, Luke, okay, and everyone. So I'm gonna take a break now. Okay, it's been 2 hours, right? I've been live stream, and if I go live stream too long, and the people who's watching the rerun of this, they will be like, "What? You live stream for 3 hours?" But if it's 2 hours, it's still bearable. They can still watch it. So they will read your comments, okay, unicorn, and your presentation, okay, how the modern economic system in comparison to the alternative one. Yes, Luke. Thank you, Luke, for coming here and for saying hi. I appreciate that. You are always welcome, guys, to join and participate in my next live stream. Okay, so we talk about different topics, okay, but in a relaxed manner. So sometimes it's a serious topic, but we try to do it in a relaxed way, right? Okay, guys, take care and peace.